What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Crandall. You guys are watching the Eldredge Fam. We just finished dinner. We had venison burgers on the smoker. Literally nothing beats cooking on a smoker. We absolutely love it.
So good.
It's so good. But we are going to be completely demolishing our entire front yard in today's video. If you guys saw one of our videos a couple of videos back, we started on the flower beds, but then we found out we're getting a skid steer, and so then we stopped on that project because in reality, if we can dig it out with a skid steer, we got a lot more that we want to do than just put in flower beds. So look at that kid. Whose glasses are those?
That's Crandall.
That's great.
Here now.
So thanks for all the love and the support. We have loved sharing the pond build with you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed those videos. If you didn't watch them, go back and watch them. Thanks to all the new subscribers and followers. Y'all, we're just getting started. So let me go show you guys what we're working with. We're going to set the boys up so they can watch out the window. And then Marcy's going to come out here and we're going to kind of we're going to go for it. And fingers crossed we can get these stumps out. They have been the bane of our existence since we moved here. Originally, they were two giant trees. Which you might think, oh, but that's nice. Why would you not want to have a tree in your front yard? The power lines. So the power company actually came and cut them down, and now we're just left with stumps. So we got to get those stumps out of here. Also got to move all of these pavers over here so I don't run over them, because we got to excavate our entire front yard down, I don't know, a foot or two. And that's for the drainage, because right now all the water flows off of this giant hill right into our house. Oh, Harvey, what do you think, bud?
Harv.
Silly boy. Look at those dimples, you guys. Oh my gosh. All right, I better go get my shoes on.
Well, goodbye trees that have looked so bad in our yard. Wait, why did he just... Did you guys see? He filled this whole bucket up with my grass. Not even... I mean, that wasn't even... Wait, why did he put it on the road? Oh my goodness. Wait, that was a straight bucket of my grass. No dirt whatsoever. What, does anybody else feel like he's a tad bit aggressive? Well, finally, a scoop full of not just grass. He said to me, I can dig as deep as I want because...
It's crystal.
Oh, wow. That's a rock that's painted orange. Good job, man. He said I can dig as deep as I want because we're re-landscaping anyways. Here's the twins. They're just not quite sure about it. Oh, wait. He moved on? He gave up, I guess. We don't throw rocks.
No, that was a crystal.
We don't throw crystals. Don't throw them. You guys, I see what he did. He dug a deep hole so then he could push it over from this side. Or not. But I mean, it works. Whoa. He almost has it. Yes! Actually, I don't know what we're gonna do with that. I guess he can pick it all up and then just take it. But I feel like that might be a little heavy. What was that horrible sound? We had to take a brief intermission. Maverick has his tools all right here. And I turned around and he had given Paxton the rake and Harvey the hoe, because that could have turned out well. Crandall went to go find grease to grease something. But let me show you this hole.
You're going here.
Wow, kiddo.
You're going there.
Look at all this dirt.
You're going right here.
that tree. I'd ask what we're gonna fill this hole in with, but if you didn't know, we're actually excavating, I guess skid steering this whole front pasture. So I think he's just gonna backfill the dirt into it. I mean, that one has like a bunch of sticks, and I would consider that trash dirt. Somewhere he's gonna find the dirt to fill this thing up, I guess. We'll see. He's already cleaned this whole thing out from the mud. I mean, not the mud, but the clay. Like, our clay is so thick that it just, like, gets stuck in here. And so yesterday, he's, like, I think it was yesterday, he sat there with a hose cleaning it all out. And that's another problem we've had with the bucket. Oh my gosh. Note to self, this is, like, a cliff. And if you've ever wondered what it feels like to fall, just stand on, like, this dirt that actually isn't there. So our bucket gets filled with like this hard clay that he has to shovel out. But I guess he didn't find any grease. I bet it's so windy you guys can't even hear me. The dirt's so hard, huh? Be careful. That's clay, kiddo. Well, quick change of plans. Crandall is leaving to outlets.
Yeah, I gotta go get a grease gun. I can't find mine, so it needs grease. You could probably hear it squeaking. So I gotta go get grease for it so we can keep working.
So I'm gonna stay home with Harvey and put Harvey to bed because it's 6:30. Paxton woke up way late today. So Pax is gonna go with Crandall. Maverick and me are going to take a tub. Well, Maverick's gonna take a tub.
No, I go on the fence here.
No, you're gonna stay home with Mom.
No, I just want to go.
No, you're
You're
gonna
gonna stay home with Mom to make cookies.
Well, no, not to make cookies.
Oh.
But we're gonna make a treat.
No, I want to make cookies.
I thought that was the plan. That was the plan the whole time.
Yeah, after the kids go to bed at like 8.
Oh. Let's go, Fax.
We'll make a treat, okay?
Okay, and then we do the cookies.
You are very good at everything. The sun is setting. Crandall just got the gun thing to work.
Yeah, it took me forever to get this grease gun. I don't have a... Yeah. It took me forever to get the grease gun work. But it's all greased. Used the whole tube.
But now our kids are in bed and this is by their window. So are you doing more tonight or what's your plan?
I guess not really.
I mean, you can. I don't care. It's up to you.
I would at least move that tree stump.
I don't think any of them will wake up.
I don't think so either. They do pretty good at bed.
Yeah. So he's doing that. The thing is it already looks so different. Like if you...
That other one out really quick?
Oh, yeah.
Before it gets dark?
I mean, that one took you 5 minutes. Oh, yeah. See, he's still awake. They have sound machines, so they shouldn't be able to hear it anyways. But when you look at the house like this, it just like... Your eye doesn't stop right at a stump right here. Obviously, we still have that one, but like it looks better.
Get it out before it gets too dark, y'all.
And if you guys forgot, we tore down half the front of our house. We're fixing that up. I smell like garlic, like really strong, because I've been meal prepping today. We like pre-prep all of our onions and our garlic, and so I've been doing that like all evening. Ooh, I blinded myself with the light. And the breeze is just a little too cold. I gotta move. He's gonna dig at that for a second. Nappy, go get in your bed. Go get in your bed, honey. I love ya. He ain't going to get in his bed, I already know. So we're gonna hurry. If he's thinking it'll be easier to tip this way or this way. Oh. I don't know.
Well, that's going to take a whole lot more than we got light for. So we'll be back out here first thing in the morning to...
I'm like severely disappointed.
Yeah. No, did you see? I tried to hit it and it didn't even move.
It didn't move at all.
Yeah. So we're gonna have to dig this down. But I'll tell you what, I'm like liking the ground level being down there.
No, there's no possible way, Crennel.
That deep? That's too deep?
That's like 3 feet down.
Yeah, it's nice. Imagine walking up to our house. Looks great.
How the heck? That's so much dirt.
Yeah, I know.
That's so...
We probably won't go that deep. But
I was like, it looks like you built a crater.
yeah.
Instead of a solar eclipse, we just had an asteroid hit us.
Yeah. We're back at it. That's how far we got it yesterday. So I'm gonna come through, try and dig all the way around it, and then hopefully I'll be able to get deep enough to pull it out. The thing, I already tried pushing it like this and it didn't even budge. So we got a long ways to go. But this is where we are going to be putting Maverick's dirt bike track, so stay tuned for that video. But right now we're gonna take all this dirt, kind of pile it up over here, and then probably tomorrow or the next day I'll come out here and actually put out the jumps and all that kind of stuff for his dirt bike. Are you excited about that?
Oh, we should have put up the jump one now.
Well, we can't do them right now because we got to dig out the front yard.
Oh, first.
So you guys did see, we got the amazing, gigantic stump out of the ground over here. This, I think we're gonna put in the pond. I wanna try and flip it upside down. I may cut the stump down a little bit. I wanna get the pressure washer in here, pressure wash all the roots off so that the fish have some habitat. Right now, there wouldn't be much fish habitat, but if I can get that clay off of there, it'll make an amazing, amazing fish habitat. So I'm gonna probably do that with both of these stumps, take them back over there, back towards the pond so that we can do that. But right here, what I'm gonna do is we're gonna dig down our entire front yard. This whole area probably down about 6 to 8 inches. So right now the water all flows up to the house and it causes it to flood. We're gonna get rid of that issue by digging this down, building up our flower beds, and then digging this whole entire area down. So this is a very, very big project. I really need a dozer to do this with the amount of work that I wanna do. But we don't have a dozer, we have a skid steer. So I'm gonna work some magic and make it work with the skid steer. Well, good morning. You guys can see how much progress we have made out here. It looks a little bit different, I would say. So now this is all graded away from the house. We do need to bring some topsoil back in here because it is straight clay. I don't think we could get anything to grow here if we wanted to, except for a pond. Marcy and I were both talking, saying, man, I wish we could just put a big old pond right here in the front yard. It'd be pretty cool. It would definitely hold water because this is literally 2.5 feet of clay. I actually haven't even hit sand. So there might be like even 3 feet of clay here, which is just absolutely crazy. You can see behind me, I'm charging my truck battery so I can move it because we're actually going to rip out our concrete pad that is right here. And I think we're going to end up using it for fish structure, at least some of it. And the rest of it will go in the junk pile. But that's what I'm doing next, is going to be actually clearing that out. We wanted this whole thing so that as you drive up to the house, you're no longer above the house, you're actually below the house. So we'll drive up and our driveway and gravel pad for parking will all be right here. This concrete was done very poorly and it's just bad. We got to get it out. So we're getting it out. And then we're going to have our new concrete pad go right here. And it's actually going to just be gravel now that we do a gravel pad. Maybe eventually we'll do concrete again, but for now it's going to be gravel. And I'm going to try and take this edge all the way back to the grass line and then kind of shape and move everything. Also got to take down that tree. Well, it started, but it ain't firing on all cylinders. I can tell one cylinder's not firing. Check engine light's probably going to pop on in a sec. Rev it up, get it to clear out. This truck it's done. behind me is like a day and a half worth of work. We did get the big trees out y'all saw. I started clearing this out. We're digging this out, trying to make this look better using the dirt for a dirt bike track over there. And then we're kind of getting it ready over here for our new driveway pad and all that. A lot of waste dirt I gotta get rid of. But what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go scrape all this topsoil down, make a pile of it over there. We'll probably end up using some of that topsoil to bring back over here for our yard. And then we're gonna keep trucking this clay. I don't know how far back we're gonna go, probably another 15 or 20 feet until I run out of a place for dirt. So we're using all the dirt, all the good dirt for the dirt jumps, for the dirt bike track. The topsoil we will reuse for the yard, and the waste dirt, well, we're just filling in a ditch over there. So that's kind of what we're working on right now. That's what I'm working on right now. And it's going pretty well. It's just a lot of back and forth, a lot of running this thing across. I'm glad I don't have to transport it any further than I am right now, because whew, that would take a lot more time. So while I'm out there, Marcy's holding down the fort. What are you working on? Doing some painting or coloring? Yeah. Nice. The boys are eating some ice. They just woke up from their naps. They're both getting all of their molars, or Harvey's getting like 4 molars. Paxton, I have no idea, but they are getting some of the big, terrible teeth to get. Oh, you already colored it? That looks amazing, Maverick.
Yeah, I did do with those crowns.
Nice, good job. There you go. Are you gonna color some more? Okay. Okay, nice.
I know Easter's passed, but we got those little Easter egg
Clearance
things on
activities.
A clearance activity, and it's like, okay, well, he doesn't know, so.
Man, the wind is blowing, and as I carry, the dirt is just blowing back on me out of the bucket. So I'm gonna be dirty today. Marcy's gonna try making jam for the first time.
I've made jam before.
Oh, second time. It's been about 15 seconds since you guys saw me last, and I made a bunch of progress over the last 6 or so hours. In fact, I had a very enlightening conversation with Marcy in figuring out how we're actually going to lay out this yard, how we're going to lay out the driveway, and I think we've actually come up with an amazing plan. Leave it down in the comments what you guys think of this. But basically what we're doing is we're going to take the driveway from the road over here, and it's going to come like this about where I am. So we're going to be left with some yard area here, a little bit of yard area, flower beds, yard, driveway, grass, field. What she said, well, why don't we take the driveway and make it a U so it will drive along the top of the hill and then go back out that way. Originally, we were just going to do a big gravel pad right here on the far side of the house where the tree is. We actually do need to cut that tree down. And we were just going to have that be your turnaround. I like the idea of a pull through better still. And we were trying to figure out, well, in what way can we do that? And I think this is how we're going to be able to do it. So now I've got to come through, finish taking out the dirt that I need, but we're going to actually have that driveway come and drive through up around the edge, but it gets better. We have all of this clay. Now I probably won't use the clay for this, but we're thinking if there ever comes a time when we want to do a mini pond, an aquascapes pond, something like that, this is where we want it to be. So we are going to turn this into a pond, and since we have the topography now, we're going to do, you know, little rock waterfall. If you guys have seen Daniel Arm's channel, they've got a little aquascapes pond in their backyard. We're thinking of maybe doing something similar here. Now this isn't going to be for some time, but the idea and the layout is there, and there's a place for it when we decide to do it. For now, we're just probably going to throw grass down, and we'll cover it up and whatever, and then we'll get equipment in here when we decide to actually do that. But leave it down in the comments. What do you guys think of that? Now, there wouldn't be standing water necessarily. My parents had a water feature in their old house, and it was great because there wasn't standing water in all the time, just when it was on. So that's kind of what I'm thinking with that. Obviously, with the mosquitoes and everything like that, we'd actually probably run chlorined water through it, treated water, so we wouldn't have any bugs, there wouldn't be fish in it, any of that kind of stuff. But it would be like a dry creek that kind of runs through and then empties into a little rock basin. By little, I mean like 10 or 12 feet across. So still decent size, but not huge. So that's kind of our thought. That's what we're going to go with. Obviously, our plans could change between now and then, but I think for now, I am going to take down that tree, get the driveway built the way we want it, get it laid out. I do have this pile of rock dirt that I'm going to put down where the driveway will be, and that's what we'll use until we get gravel delivered, but that will at least lay out where we want everything, and it will give us some rock. We're going to need more, but that'll give us some. Burning the midnight oil. It's about 9:30. I worked out here pretty much all day since noon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Probably did a solid 7.5 or 8 hours. Now y'all can't see me, but it is absolutely looking amazing. After dinner, I came out here after we figured out our new plan of the way that we're going to be laying this out, and I got it all rough graded, and I cannot wait to show you guys in the morning. It is absolutely spectacular. I can't wait to see it in the daylight because I know it's just going to be, life-changing. I'm excited. Marcy came up with this plan, and I absolutely am in love with it now. This is what it looks like after all the work I did last night. Now, I'm realizing, looking out at this, I've got to do some grading here. I dug it down a little bit too deep through this area, but it was pitch black. I could not tell how my leveling was doing. So I'm going to add a little bit there, maybe take a little bit more down here. But first thing we're going to do is take down this tree. Let's just get after it. That was so much easier than I thought it was going to be. I guess I had dug that one out good enough. That was insane. Now we got to cut it up or push it, break it, whatever we got to do to get it put over in our trash pile. To get the bulk of that tree. I've got some decent sized branches back over there I got to go pick up, but I'm pretty happy that I was able to get most of that all in one shot. That saves me a lot of trips. All right, we got all of the new shaping done. I got it re-leveled out, got the new driveway put in, except for the rock obviously, but the new shape, and Marcy's just pulling in, so we're gonna have her drive through it and see what she thinks. Just keep going. That looks pretty dang good. What do you think?
I get out, but I have white shoes on, so.
What do you think?
I like it.
Think it'll work?
I think it makes sense. Like,
yeah.
We've struggled so long on this driveway that this makes sense.
Yeah, so I think honestly for parking here, you're going to pull forward and back in.
Yes.
I think that's the only way to do it. Because I was like, there's really no other way to park there. Unless you parked straight. Which you could do. You could park straight and then back up and leave. Like, yeah. But otherwise you back in.
Most of the time, I'll show you exactly how I would normally park. Like if it was just us.
Why right there? I'd say park where the skid steer is. Well, I think that's going to be a success. I actually did get some topsoil to start filling this in. We'll get some rock. I've got that pile of half rock, half dirt. That's going to go down. And then when we get our actual rock, we'll put that on top so it'll kind of layer. That's going to be like road base basically, and then we'll get the actual gravel on top of it. I think it's going to work out great. Leave it down in the comments what you guys think. I'm going to go ahead and get a bunch of topsoil in here, get this rock to move around. Thanks so much for watching today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, learned something, saw something new. If you did, go down and hit the subscribe button, and we will see you on the next video, which is going to be finishing up our backyard pond.